Welcome back, you guys. Today I'll be showing you how to go from 1k to 1,000,000 coins in EAFC so you can go and buy your favorite team of the year player. And if you are new around here, all you gotta do to say thanks is drop a like down below and of course subscribe. And if you do want some coins in a bit of a quicker way, well, if you guys are fed up of coming against nicks like me and foot champs who use loans and OP cards from day one,
I'm getting really sick of you! Get out now!
Then you need to head over to mitchcactus.com where not only can you buy the cheapest and most reliable FIFA coins on the EA market, you'll find over 10,000 reviews from people who have used the services and enjoyed them in the past. So make sure to head over to mitchcactus.com and use code RECALL for 5% off. Now, of course, the easiest way to get coins is always going to be winning a giveaway on this channel. So first of all, before we get into the video, I'm going to open this pick now. If we get a good player, I'll give away £10 worth of FIFA points to one of you lucky guys. So we've got a stinker. I'm not going to lie, every single time we've done this SBC, I've got a stinker, and then I go on Twitter, I see someone get a banger, and I do it again. But of course, the first place you want to go every single day to guarantee or potentially guarantee some free coins is your preview pack. So if you take yourself here, pop that open, sometimes you're going to have some unreal players in there. Sometimes you'll have a shadow card, a hunter card, things that will bulk it out. As you can see, in my case, I haven't got anything there, but it's always worth checking. Now, the next place you're going to go, obviously on the absolute bottom level, because we are going from 1k here, is over to the icon SBCs. Now, that sounds a bit odd because why would you go there if you don't have any coins? Well, at the start of every icon, you've got the Born Legend and the Rising Star SBC. Essentially, it's going to cost you 11 bronze and 11 silver rares, and what you get back is free common players and of course a small silver players pack. Now, with the free common gold players pack, what a lot of people don't know is you can get promo cards. So let's say you've got an 85 inform who's usually a regular common card at maybe 81 or 82 rated. If you pop open this common gold players pack, you can get that inform, and it works with all promos. So I've actually had, I think over the Dynasties promo, I got an 87 who obviously went for about 20k, which is always a massive win. And then if you have a look at the small silver players packs, if you look at the Evos we've got, there are a ton of players that you can get out of here that are worth an absolute ton. So not only have you got 2 in every icon, obviously you've not just got 2 in Sour, you've got 2 in Sour, Maldini, Zidane, Hernandez, as it goes on. So as you can see, we've got, I think at the minute 12, off the top of my head, 17. So that's 17 opportunities, and on average you're going to make about 5k from this SBC. So actually it's a brilliant opportunity to get yourself like 60 to 70,000 coins just off the bat. If you are unfamiliar in doing this, I've got a video linked down below, which is this SBC will make you millions, and that is exactly that, and I'll guide you through the process. And the next step is of course marquee matchups, another SBC which is guaranteed profit every day. Now, the other thing you want to do is of course trade, invest and mass bid, but where do you start? So when you do get onto the transfer market, there's a few filters that we always like to go through. With the 84s, if you go gold rare, if you go Brazil and Arsenal, there's an absolute ton of players, but we'll avoid that one because we've talked about it a few times. If you go to the Barclays Women's Premier League and pop on Playstyles Plus, you can have a look at some filters that are available. So straight off the bat, we can see there Shaw and Kelly will both fall under the same filter. You can also see you've got Ildest, and if we have a look along, I believe Little plays for the same and also is available. So we can have a look at those clubs first of all. So Arsenal, let's have a check. So we've got Little and we've got Ilest, I think is how you say her name there. So both of them will fall under the same filter, and of course 84's a little bit cheaper than of course the 86 is there. So we can find her at, from the looks of things, around 2,000 coins. So if we knock this down a little bit further, we can see the cheapest we'd able to buy her now, I think is probably going to be 1.9. I doubt there's many up for 1.8. It seems pretty much nothing. So we'd sell her on at 1.9, that would be the aim. EA tax is going to be around 200 coins, or 100 actually. So if we go down to here, we're making around 100 coins profit, but at 1.6, we make 200 coins a card, which is a nice little bit of profit. So we can snipe here, and obviously we can do this until we get a few of these cards, and then we can move on to the other filters available that we saw there. So obviously we did see a Man City filter that you had Kelly and Shaw in, so we can move on to that one next. Additionally, what we can do is we can do something called compare price. So that's where you go for maybe 1.7, which is not a price we'll buy her at, but it's a price that we can click X and A on the side here until new ones come up. So essentially you're refreshing the market by clicking X, and then you back out and you can have a look. So that one there we've missed, but unfortunately, obviously we could have got that card. Now, if we go over to the Man City side of things, we should see Kelly coming in at around the same price, but you've got Greenwood there who makes it a little bit cheaper. So obviously it makes it difficult to use that as a filter. However, if we go on the Chelsea side of things, what you will find is we've got a similar story. You want to get rid of James in this one, so we pop this to centre back, and then of course we've got Buchanan, and you've also got if we have a look here, if we raise that price a little bit more, apparently, maybe a little bit further, you've got Buchanan and you've also got Bright. So both of them sitting at 85 is a perfect filter because they both tie in together. When you do the same thing, Gold, Rare, Playstyles Plus, Women's Premier League, and a minimum of 10,250, you're left with a few players. So Kerr, who's obviously Team of the Year or coming into Team of the Year, so her price is a little bit raised. We've got Little and we've got Hemp. Now, Little and Hemp, you've got to basically judge this based on how much they are costing at the minute. 86s are down, so right now it's not going to work as a filter, but usually you could do that as a filter. So how do we filter this out and get this so we're getting better cards? Well, actually, if we take off the Playstyles Plus and we go for, I believe, Striker, obviously that's going to bring us to just Kerr. So can we find any other strikers available? Yes, you've got Medema. Once again, she's not going to work on a filter here. We're going to take ourselves over to Gold, Rare, Striker, and we're going to go for the Female League One. Now, this one's going to give you Hergerberger and Katoto. Now, I know her name's not Hergerberger, but it basically is, which is why we're going to stick with that. I just can't really call her anything else at this point. So if we pop this to around 40k, we're going to see both of them are a little bit under. So if we knock this to 20, I think they're both a little bit over. And if we go to where's Katoto's minimum? So it looks like around 24k. So we can push up from the filters that we've been looking at and swiftly go over to these. So if we pop here, brilliant. So you've got Katoto here. If we scroll along, you can see her at about 24. EA tax on that is going to be 1.2. So if we go to 22k, we're actually going to make 800 points per card. So obviously it's a decent filter. Obviously you're going to have to spend a little bit of time because they are higher rated. It's a little bit more difficult to actually snipe these cards. But hopefully with the right amount of sniping, we can just snag one or two. So we'll do a 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We're losing out right now. So we'll head over to the Men's Premier League, and of course one team that you can make a ton of filters of is City. Now if you go for a minimum of 10,250 and we just want to hit this one with a simple midfielder, of course you've got Kevin De Bruyne, who's right now probably, I'll be honest, I had him for Team of the Year a few years ago, absolutely unbelievable, so I can imagine that card is absolute source. Now at the minute this isn't a great filter. It usually would be because obviously De Bruyne is currently out of packs because he's a Team of the Year, so this one you might want to stay clear of. However, if you do the same filter, you pop on Portugal, you're going to get Bernardo Silva and Ruben Diaz. So once again, Ruben Diaz out at the minute because he's in Team of the Year. But if you pick your timings there where he's not in packs, so right now De Bruyne is currently not a Team of the Year in packs, Ruben Diaz is. So you just got to pick your timings on when you're doing these filters to make it worthwhile. Now another filter that of course right now will work because as I said, De Bruyne is currently not in Team of the Year, but obviously he will when midfielders are back in packs. If you do minimum 10,250 in Belgium, you've got a few players. So Courtois and De Bruyne actually seem to be the only gold rares on this one, so it's a very easy filter to do. If you pop it to gold rare, as you can see, you're going to have the likes of De Bruyne and Courtois, and of course the market's going to break again. I've just gone on and opened a pack, and I've just got a midfielders pack open because I thought they were still in packs because I'm an idiot, and I've just packed Kevin De Bruyne, so I'm not gonna lie, absolutely fuming. But I hope you guys have enjoyed the video as always. If you have, make sure to drop a like down below, subscribe if you're new, and of course if you want to win some FIFA points, get subscribed and send proof over on Instagram because there'll be some giveaways very soon.